Amir Khan's back in Bolton and looking to give his fans a knockout performance. Last year he set this very ring alight with his brilliant professional debut. Since then it's been 8 fights and 8 superb wins. But tonight he faces a young man with his own ambitions. Barrett has tasted defeat just twice in 15 fights. He's never been stopped. He says he's come to win.
I'm going to win. There's no ifs or buts about that. We're here just purely to upset Amir Khan and give him the biggest ride of his life.
You are back with us at the Bolton Arena. Amir Khan lives just a few minutes' drive from here. He will be in the ring very shortly. Hello once again from ringside. We have had an absolutely cracking fight here, and the British world champion is still world champion as well, and what a great fight it was. And he retained that title, didn't he, Barry? But if anyone can follow that one from Clinton Woods, outscoring Glenn Johnson, it's the fellow they're all chanting for here. That is Amir Khan.
Amir Khan, he's had a blistering year, fantastic performance right throughout the year. He's done everything, almost everything right, and he's knocked a lot of guys out. He's showed spectacular speed and power, throwing body shots and everything, and he's up against a really tough guy tonight, against Barrett, tall, rangy guy who really considers himself a challenger and wants to win here.
He's the first one that said, I'm going to beat him.
Yeah, the other guys are happy to fight him. He wants to win tonight. Tall, rangy, as I say, southpaw, 5'10", equal in height, doesn't have the same power that Amir has, but Amir's got to keep those hands up. It's going to be a tough one.
Just a line from you, they're standing round. It's a real bear pit of an atmosphere. How much does it mean to Amir Khan to be back at home?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. It was like this for me in the King's Hall. The atmosphere was just bubbling. It's incredible. You've got to use it and not allow it to use you and affect your performance, but I think he can handle it. He's got a great demeanour, young Khan. I think he wins tonight, but he'll have a tough fight in his hands. Okay, thank you, Barry. Well, your commentators are all set for you. Duke McKenzie and John Rawling, of course. First, here's your MC, Michael Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the arena from Thamesmead, Barrett. And now, entering the building, the pride of Bolton, Amir Khan.
You hardly need me to tell you that Amir Khan is rather popular hereabouts. The Olympic silver medalist, the homecoming. A lot of these people have come here specifically to see this young man, Amir Khan. Hottest young property in the country. His last fight this until December. He says he plans to go and see his hero Muhammad Ali over in the United States before he has his next fight after this. He wants to see the man who was his inspiration to come into boxing. Here, Amir Khan, in his 9th professional fight. Is he going to be able to continue his almost inevitable and inexorable rise towards fame? He's been a professional for a year. This could be his biggest test, certainly the tallest man who's faced him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the royal blue and sky blue striped shorts. At the weigh-in yesterday, he scaled 9 stone 11 1/4 pounds. He has an excellent record, 15 contests, 12 wins. 3 of those wins coming by way of knockouts, only 2 defeats and 1 draw. Presenting from Thamesmead, Ryan Barrett. And opposing him, wearing now his familiar silver spangled shorts trimmed with white, red and blue. At yesterday's weight he scaled 9 stone, 11 pounds. He has an unblemished record, 8 contests, 8 wins, 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. As an amateur, he was a world junior champion and the 2004 Athens Olympic silver medalist, presenting from Bolton, the undefeated Amir. Timekeeper at the bell, Andrew East, and the star referee in charge of the action, Mr. Phil Edwards from Preston. 6 3-minute rounds.
Okay, gentlemen, step apart. Okay, gentlemen, you follow my instructions at all times. And I tell you to break cleanly and take 1 step back. Watch the heads in close. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Ryan Barrett has a tattoo of his boxing hero Marvin Hagler on his right leg. He's got a tattoo of a samurai warrior on his back slaying a demon. He said that this is his moment. Well, there's Shah Khan, father of Amir. Amir Khan tends to start fast, we know that. Barrett says he will be composed and he will just wait his moment and try and pick his shots. This could be another learning fight for Amir Khan. Remember that fight against Laszlo Komjati, the Hungarian, in Belfast? Probably learned more on that occasion than in the rest of his fights put together. And Barrett was only just slightly off target with that right hook, and Khan clipped by a left hand from Barrett as he came in, allowing his right glove just to drop a little. Amir Khan, huge potential, but caught again by the right hand lead this time of Ryan Barrett, who said if Khan goes to work at his body, as he says he's threatened to do, then uppercuts will be the key and he's ready to throw them.
Well, you know, Barrett's up for this one, obviously mentally. Big test for him, big chance for him. You know, he's got the young, hot prospects in front of him. For Khan's part, you know, he's up against the southpaw, so leading from the right-handed stance won't be something he will be too particularly accustomed to.
Oh, good shot from Khan! Terrific right hand, blurring hand speed, and Barrett down for only the 2nd time in his career. He picked that shot beautifully. It was the speed, and Barrett just did not see it coming. Well, you can be up for it all you like, but when you don't see the shot, it's difficult to stay on your feet. Great right hand, that one from Khan, who's now looking to take Barrett out in the 1st round. And he's gone down for a 2nd time. If he could get this far out of here in this opening round, it would be an extraordinary result. Barrett has won 9 of his last 10. He's ranked above Khan in the British rankings, and Khan has made absolutely the dream start. He's down again. It's all over. Referee Phil Edwards has said the fight is all over. The right hand putting Ryan Barrett down once again, and the 1st round knockout victory for Amir Khan. That was terrific. Amir Khan clearly has a huge amount still to go. He's got a long way yet, but he is making inroads at a pace. That will be his last 6-round fight. He'll step up in class in December, and there he's taken a capable young man, Ryan Barrett, who has been the distance with Martin Watson, who's a tough Scotsman, in his last fight. That was a 10-rounder. He's come here and he has knocked him down with, first of all, this stunning right hand. He didn't see that.
Johnny never even saw it coming. Khan was only really getting warmed up and feeling his way through, but he just switched into the southpaw stance himself, landed a double right hand, and down went Barrett. And Barrett's quite a capable fighter. We saw him, as you've already said, against Martin Watson, and put up an absolutely valiant effort against him, but Khan's just blown him away like he was nothing.
There's the 2nd knockdown. Cumulative effect of 2 or 3 shots to the head. And here from another angle, and this time the referee says, well, that's it. That's it. barely caught breath, did we? We make it unofficially 1 minute 52 seconds, 9 out of 9 for Amir Khan. They wanted it to be a celebration party. I'm sure a few people would have liked to have seen a bit more than that, but that was mighty impressive, because on paper Ryan Barrett, perhaps his best opponent to date.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 51 seconds of round number 1, referee Phil Edwards has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Ryan Barrett was in no position to continue. Your winner, and now undefeated in 9 professional contests, presenting from Bolton, Amir Khan.
You cannot deny that his box office, I still think this young fella is going to go all the way. It may take another year, it may take a little bit longer, but he was just too good for Ryan Barrett tonight. He'll be back in the ring in December, and who knows who it's going to be then. But I think that Khan will continue to progress for a few months ahead yet, and he will ultimately, perhaps even within the next 3 or 4 months, be driven towards championship action.
Thank you, John. Thanks to Duke McKenzie as well. We will be right back to talk to Amir Khan. You're back with us at ringside at the Bolton Arena. No place like home, Amir.
It isn't, no. I think it's just brilliant. Boxing at home, the people, the crowd here, 100% behind me, and I've just dedicated this fight to an old trainer of mine who passed away, Stephen Powell, and also I've got a cousin in London who's ill. He wanted to come to my fights and couldn't make it, Hussein, so that fight's dedicated to them. You've done it now. I'm sure all your friends, all your fans wouldn't mind seeing the whole thing again. You can look down here and have a look at it. We thought you were going to have a long, hard night's work here. I did myself. I was up for the 6 rounds. I was up for fighting a Frenchman first, and he pulled out. So this guy come in, Ryan Barrett. He was fit, he was strong, and he's ranked a lot higher than me as well. He's only lost 2 out of 15, so it went well for me. Like I said, I was going to go the full 6 rounds, and when I caught him with a good shot. No one has ever done anything like this to him before. He's more experienced. He's ranked higher than you in the British ratings as well. He is, yeah. So all the critics out there saying Amir's not getting the right fights. Frank's doing his right job now. He's getting me the right fights. He also boxed for a British Eliminator fight, so it just shows how good he was. Were you fired up by the fact he said he was going to beat you in your hometown? I was, yeah, but it's nice, you know what I mean? It's like, he's going to have a go at me, and that's what I want. I want boxers to have a go at me. It makes me train harder, and I enjoy it that way. What are you thinking here? You thinking it's going to be a quick night's work? I didn't know. I was just boxing. You could see my feet were slowed a lot slower down. I was picking my shots right, and once I got the one right hand going in, I thought, yeah, this is the right shot, so I didn't go in there to knock him out. I just got in with the right shots. That was 2 or 3 very quick punches from you. They were, yeah, they were accurate shots. What me and Oliver have been working on for a long time. Southpaw opponent, he was awkward. We just got it all right on the night. We've forgotten that. He's the wrong way round. He's a southpaw. I mean, you blew those defences away. Did you know here it was going to be quick? You do know you were going to finish it here? I didn't know. Look, you can see I wasn't rushing. I was just picking the right shots. When I seen him hurt on the ropes, I thought, yeah, I'm going to put the pressure on him now. And he was hurt. You can see from his eyes he was hurt. But I want to give him 100% credit for getting back up again and fighting and coming to Bolton and just putting a great fight on. And one more chance I think he was given here, but at this stage it was always going to be yours. Now you're in for the finish, and you finished him off there. Yeah, he was hurt then, and you could tell he was hurt. And I knew I can just take him out, and there was only 10 seconds in the round. I seen Oliver said, yeah, you can take him out now, just go in there and pick the right shots and don't lunge him with anything stupid. Sure, your last 6 rounder, I believe, this one, Amir, and you go on to 8 and then you want to go on to 10 pretty quickly, won't you? Yeah, I want to be one of the youngest world champions ever, and the way it's going is things going all right. I'm moving up to 8 rounds next fight. I hope for this fight I was hoping to go 6 rounds, but I finished quite quick. This shows my strength and power and speed's coming on. I'm adapting to a professional better, and yeah, I'm doing the right stuff. And just before we talk to Frank Warren next to you, you're going to have a bit of a breather now. We're going to see you back in the ring at the end of the year. Tell us what's happening to you in that time. Yeah, I'm going to go away on the 5th. I'm going to Saudi Arabia, doing my pilgrimage. Going to do my prayers and stuff over there. And then when I get back, it's going to be Ramadan, so I'm just going to be focusing on that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be busy. I'm going to relax a bit as well, go away and just chill out.
after Ramadan, you'll be hungry for a new fight, won't you?
I am, yeah, definitely hungry for another fight. Another thing, I want to dedicate this fight to Nassim Ahmed as well, because he's given me a lot of support he has in the past in the boxing game. He's been phoning me up every time to wish him good luck, and I think it's brilliant to see that.
You've done it. Thanks for another great performance. See you at the end of the year.
Cheers.
All right, let's have a quick word, shall we, with Frank here. Now, Frank, did you expect that deep down? Did you expect a one-round demolition job here? I get the feeling you didn't.
No, I didn't, honestly. I thought we'd get a good... I fancy he would stop him, but I think it'd be like 5-6 rounds. That's a really good win. I mean, he was very sharp, put him a tremendous punch, and he just never got over it. And when you got to think as well, different type of opponent, a southpaw. The guy fancied the job. He was ranked higher than Amir. But, you know, he's really getting it together, and he's putting real good punches together.
One more fight before the end of the year. I guess that will be an 8-rounder, will it? And then what does the new year hold for him?
Title fight.
Really?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. But you know, I keep saying he's still a young lad. We know he is, but actually he looked stronger tonight, which I was really pleased.
Just one other. We had a terrific fight here tonight. Clinton Woods just got the verdict. How unlikely is it that he will get into the ring with Joe Calzaghe, or can you pull it off?
Well, it's about everybody being sensible. You know, everybody wants to make the most money from it. I'm talking about the fighters, and you can't blame them for that. But they've got to be realistic. Clinton Woods tonight fought before the biggest audience, and probably, if you combined his last 4 or 5 fights, the similar type of audience. Joe is a big name. He's the one that brings the most to the table. But if we can, be sensible, and they can be sensible about money, I'm sure we can do it. I know rival camps are involved here, Frank, but the public out there would love to see that fight, and so would the fighters, I think. So would I. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it. Okay, Frank, thanks very much for joining us down here. Right, Barry. I guess Amir Khan there. I mean, we both thought it was going to be a long, hard night. No one had done that to Barrett in his life, and Barrett was talking the talk and walking the walk. But,
he makes a mockery of us. He's so fast, and he's getting so much more mature, and he hits with so much more power. And what he's doing, of course, a tall, rangy box fighter, a guy that's done a terrific puncher, is always going to suit him. But we did think this guy would be in there for a couple of rounds. But it just goes to show you the type of power that young Amir is developing. He's always had speed, but now the fact that he has more power, it just, if you look at this punch here, if you look at where it comes from, it's a terrific right hand. If you look from the back of the head there, you can actually see, if we see another shot of this punch, this is the knockdown, the second knockdown, where he's just coming flailing. This is where he's got to learn to get those punches more accurate and slow down a little bit. But this guy came to try, and the last uppercut that Amir hit him with just before there actually knocked all the fight out of him. And this kid, remember, went 10 rounds with Martin Watson, who's on the cusp of British title level. So, I agree with Frank. He's ready to fight for a British title, not a British title, an English title, and then bring him along after that. He needs good quality sparring, needs to make a few little adjustments to his style, but he really has made tremendous progress this year. It's just getting better and better. Yeah, I think it just underlines the fact that a lot of people out there would like to see more of Amir Khan, but he's progressing so quickly that we still have to just keep the reins on him a bit. It's very hard to get him ideal opponents. Everybody we put in there thinking he could take him a few rounds, he blows him away in very quick time. The guys that are going to give him trouble are attacking short fighters who fight out of a crouched position and swing with hooks and so on. Right. But they'll come and they'll get their turn too. So he's making great progress. Congratulations to Amir Khan again. Absolutely. Cheers, Barry. Thank you.